Harbour of Rio de Janeiro. On the northeastern coast of Brazil lies the state of Rio de Janeiro, which has a capital city of the very same name, which is very well known for its beautiful landscape, carnivals, and cultural diversity. But the greatest feature of the city of Rio de Janeiro is its harbour. The harbour of Rio de Janeiro was created due to erosion by the Atlantic Ocean, a process which earned it its prestige. The erosion occurred in such a way that if you look at the bay from different angles, it can look like a river mouth or even a lake. It is located at the southwest coast of the Guanabara Bay. The harbour is also called the Guanabara Bay by the locals. The harbour is surrounded by gorgeous granite monolith mountains that include the famous Sugar Loaf Mountain at 1,296 feet, Corcovado Peak at 2,310 feet, and the hills of Tijuca at 3,350 feet. The naked and lopsided mountain, called Pão de Açúcar, evoked the sugar loaves fashioned on the islands of Madeira, guarding the entrance to the bay. The highest mountain was called Corcovado, or the Hunchback, due to its humped profile. The world-famous statue of Christ the Redeemer crowns the 2,300-foot-high peak. The harbour of Rio de Janeiro itself spans an immense 88 miles in length. Portuguese explorers named the harbour of Rio de Janeiro as the River of the 1st of January because they were convinced that they had reached the mouth of a great river when they were gliding towards a narrow opening in the coastline on the New Year's Day, 1502. They found beyond this entrance lay a body of water stretching 20 miles inland. French established a colony in 1555 but were expelled, so the population increased and the city grew larger. In 1960, the capital was changed to Brasilia. Tamoio people named Guanabara, or the Arm of the Sea, nearly 5 centuries later, so both the native and European names persist. The large waterway was not a river. It was an island-studded bay that holds a roaring metropolis. Times ago, it was a tropical wilderness teeming with tapirs and jaguars. And now, instead of caravels and dugouts, supertankers and yachts glide across the magnificent balloon-shaped harbour of Guanabara Bay. The harbour at Rio de Janeiro as we know it today was colonized in the 16th century and modernized in the 20th century. Yet, the actual structures of the bay has been around for millions of years, gradually being eroded by the waves that came through Guanabara Bay and hit the land behind it. Today, the harbour of Rio de Janeiro and the beaches are crowded and in some instances are polluted, but the natural beauty of Brazil's mountains by the bay is unquestionable. Rio de Janeiro harbour has been dubbed one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. The current conditions of the harbour are not heartening. Unfortunately, The formation of the harbour at Rio de Janeiro is coming to a close, as the Guanabara Bay Peninsula, which forms its western arm, is being sluiced using pipes so that this metropolitan city can expand. Due to the expansion and development work, the shape of the harbour is changing fast. In spite of these problems, the harbour of Rio de Janeiro is a major tourist attraction due to its promise of natural scenic beauty and magnificent history.